Good day. So, we are in the process of making a mushroom growing kit from Amazon boxes, shipping boxes, and some used spent coffee grounds. So, we've already boiled the water, soaked our our cardboard, and I'll show you right here. So this is really hydrated, and we're gonna bring this over to the sink, and we're gonna start draining it. And it looks kind of messy, but it's not too bad. Okay, so I've got all the water, and what you have to do is really put some pressure on this to drain it. You have to really push down. You want it to be like kind of like a wet sponge. And I'm disabled, so I don't have a lot of strength. But you can do this. If you want to, you can take like a handful. Let me show you. And just kind of squish it until there's not a lot of water runs out of it. So that is what we're looking for. I don't know if you can see it close up. Okay, it's pretty well just cardboard. It's been wet and then squeezed pretty much dry. And what we're gonna do, we got a storage bag from dollar store, actually. And what you want to do when you put this in there, you break it up. You want the mycelia to be able to work its way through this here. Okay? And then we also have some used spent. Sorry, I'm using my my phone, and the lighting really sucks in here. I'm so sorry about that, but I think you'll get the gist of what I'm saying. We've got some coffee grounds, and I made the mistake of heating them in a bag in the microwave, and the bag got a little bit too hot, and kind of there was a hole that formed because of. I'm just emptying this out of the bag. The baggie inside the baggie. I did get a little bit messy here. I'm gonna throw this away. So what you want to do is you want to mix these two. You want to mix the coffee grounds with with the cardboard. I've had a stroke, and so sometimes I have a hard time speaking, and so that's why I kind of stutter. Now, this here is some pink oyster mushroom spawn. Okay, it is from a friend of mine down in Texas, and I'll get a link posted in the description. And he sells kits. I'll show you the kit that I made this morning. And this is great. Actually, this is awesome for a beginner. The first time, beginner. If you want to grow mushrooms, I highly recommend his service because number one, he has the product that you get is going to be a good product. Number two, he sells his products a lot cheaper than most of the mushroom companies. I think that was about like $14, and it makes it a lot easier for low-income individuals to be able to get started growing their own mushrooms. And it's a marvelous thing to do at home. I'm making my own wine. I'm growing my own mushrooms. And so it's like really something to occupy the COVID time. And also, it's just you're more self-sufficient. And also, I wanted to tell you, now, if you didn't have the rye, I've got some mushrooms here that I grew, and I'll even take one out to show you. There is mycelia that is growing on those mushrooms. There's spores in the caps, so you're going to be able, either way, you're going to grow mushrooms if you use these here mushrooms or the spawn, or the grain spawn. Hold on just a moment. I gotta get this open. I'm sorry about this. Okay, so let me take one of these out. Now this here is a gray oyster mushroom. You see this? And you can take this part down here especially. It's got mycelia growing on it, and also up underneath the cap right here, you can make a spore print, and that will work. But for right now, we're using the pink oyster mushroom spawn, the grain spawn. And so what we do is we get this open as well, and I'm just going to sprinkle a few berries in there. So mix it around a little bit, and then what you want to do is continue. I'm having a hard time seeing what I'm showing you. Go ahead and continue squeezing out the moisture out of your cardboard, and and breaking it up inside the bag. You want to do this until, you know, you've used up all the cardboard, basically. I might not use all of this, but I probably will. I wish I had let it. You can also just let it drain in a colander for, a couple hours probably. This here, I meant to tell you, make sure wash your hands very good before you start this whole process. You want to get rid of any contaminants that you might have on your hands, and I would suggest also using some isopropyl rubbing alcohol on your hands. My doggy, he's like, "What are you doing? Is that something to eat?" Oh yes, no, you can't have this. He wouldn't want it anyway, believe me. Not until they're mushrooms. This dog, he is amazing. He'll eat anything. He loves baby carrots, broccoli. Believe it or not, he loves broccoli. So I'm just squeezing out some more. I want to get this done and over with pretty quick. But you get the idea. What you'll do after you get this all broken up inside the bag is kind of like mix it up really good so that the little berries, I'm gonna go ahead and put some more of the grain spawn in this bag because I can, and it's just going to be that much quicker that it's going to get colonized by the mycelia, and just mix it up, you know. I don't have any more coffee grounds. Normally I would have probably a mixture of 50-50, but you know, if you don't have a lot of coffee grounds, you can even just use plain cardboard, and that'll work. You don't have to have the the coffee grounds in there. It will just, you know, the mycelia just kind of love coffee grounds though, so that's why I put it in there. I'm going to close this up so I can shake it. Maybe, okay. Oh, not good. Not good. Wow, okay. Well, it's live, so, you know, things happen. If I had someone to actually film for me, then that wouldn't have happened. But, you know, things happen, and you're going to have things happen as well. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but more than likely, with the berries, you know, with the grain spawn, this is going to work. This is definite. And I'll give you an update on this. I guarantee this is going to work. And I'm going to have some nice, some really nice pink oyster mushrooms. And I really want to give that shout out to Charles down in Texas. So I'm going to open this and put the rest of the rye berries in. Actually, I think it's wheat berries, but it's like little grains that's got the mycelia growing on it. Now I'm going to set this phone down so I can close this up so I don't do the same thing I did earlier. Okay, so you see, I don't know if you can see it or not. I've got the coffee grounds. I've got the cardboard, and you can see the rye berries in there too, or the wheat berries. They've got mycelia growing on them. I'm going to shake it a little bit. I'm going to try to get some of this here. See, I had my rubbing alcohol and I did use it. I just want to get it all worked together. Okay. And what we're going to do now, you don't want to leave a bunch of space. You don't want to leave a bunch of air in here. What we're going to do is we're going to open it slightly. Okay. And I'm just going to, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to push this down. Try to get as much air and as many, like pockets closed. So basically now